explain how I use Trello. I use Trello in a few different ways. So I want to talk you through kind of the three main ways that I use Trello for different boards, just to give you a kind of perspective on how you could use it. So the way that I'm going to start by showing you, actually I'm going to show you four main ways that I use Trello, which is going to be actually these four at the top. So I'm going to start with Team HP. So this is where all of my team go, and essentially everyone who works in my team, whether that's going to be design or website or my virtual assistant helping me do kind of everything else, everything is kind of managed in here. So we start with a backlog. So this is where I dump any ideas and anything that needs to be done in the future, and it's always in priority order. That means that instead of having to think about stuff I need to get done, I can usually just drag it across because that's the most important next thing that needs to be done. Actually, that needs to come forward. So, for example, then this is kind of the week after, the current week, in progress, things that need reviewing, and things that are complete. So this means, again, if I don't have time to sort out everything that needs to be done for my week, for my assistant, for example, she can go on here and pull across the things that need to be done. What Trello enables you to do is to actually put a little bit of information in each of the cards. So, for example, could you make a PowerPoint master template for me similar to the one in the Google Drive, to this one and the one in the Google Drive? So there's one I've put here, and the time to spend. And then you can just tag a member on that one. So I can tag in my assistant, and then she will then know when they're in progress, they're here. So I can always see the things that are in progress, whether it's me doing them or somebody else. And then when they're here, that they either need reviewing to sign them off, or they just have a question that needs clarifying, they go in here. And that means that kind of once a day, once every 2 days, I can come into this board and I can check this list and make sure that no one's being stalled by me. So that's the kind of business management way of doing use Trello. I also use it in another way. So I also use it for sales. Now I'm going to have to go through this quite quickly because there's a lot of people on here, but essentially you can put everybody in this board. You can use it as a way of managing relationships. So you can have people that you've replied to or contacted, calls that are booked, PDFs been sent, people you need to follow up in the future, people that are closed, and people that are converted, so current clients. And what you can do is you can again add a little bit of information in each of these and put a little bit of general kind of topic thoughts on what you're thinking. And whether you think the call went well or not sure or whatever. And for example, this one's now closed, so I'd move that into close and maybe add a topic, maybe add a comment. So that's a second way. A third way is for using it for content. So this is where I store all of my content ideas, and they all go into future videos, future blogs, and also future emails or ManyChats, which is an automated messenger bot through Facebook. And I tag them whether they're blogs or videos or emails, and I also tag them based on topics. So I have 3 key topics I talk about: personal branding, mindset and productivity, and entrepreneurialism and business. And what it means is that I've always got blogs that I can grab on. I'm never going to run out of blogs I can create. I've created these using the strategy which I've talked about in another blog that I've done. And essentially I can go through this, keep them in order of the kind of the ones I think are the most relevant or the best ones at the top. And then, so here, for example, look, I've got Trello for personal branding up here. So that might be one actually that moves into next month for July. And I now know these are the ones I need to create in July. Actually, this one's, I can swap these around now because I can go this month. And then I can go next month. So you can really easily change these topics so they're always ready. And then this is a template I use, which enables my virtual assistant to upload things. So this is the link of where the blog's been stored because it's been edited by my wonderful editor, Rosie. And then I can put in all the details she needs: the title, the featured image, the date to share, the summary, the email copy for her to put into MailChimp, and the ManyChat copy. And then this is a tick box of places that she will then share that blog. And usually there are some tick boxes for me, but for some reason they're not on this card. Let me find one that's finished. Let's look at this one. Yeah, so all of the information is here: link, title, featured image, date to share, the social media summary, so that's the kind of bit of content that can go with the share, the email that needs to be sent out, and then a bit of ManyChat. and then Denise shares it on all of these places and ticks them off when they're done, and I do the same, and then that one's marked as done, and I did actually do that, I just forgot to tick it, and then that one's now been done and it moves into shared and complete. Same as this one. For some reason my tick boxes aren't here as well, but that one's actually done and that's shared, and that means we can always keep track of the blogs that need to be created and need to be shared. So when they're in ready for Denise column, that means that I have they've been written, they've been edited, and they have been given the content to share. So this is one that's going out today. She's got all of the content she needs to now actually share this blog in all of the various locations. She'll add the tick boxes to it. And that enables us to always keep our content organised. The final one I'm going to show you is to manage my agency. So I have an agency, Power Studios it's called. So this is an agency which essentially builds branding stuff for businesses and for individuals for personal brands. So we have a backlog in here. These are things that are upcoming, briefs that have been sent, so people that are waiting to fill in briefs so we can create either websites or brands or whatever it might be. We've got briefs that are ready to be started, so that means that either my designer Chris or my developer Ralph will pick that up and turn that into whatever it needs to be. And then we have things that are in progress, and we have things that are ready for review and then for complete. So for example, actually these two are complete now. So this just enables us to manage essentially the agency life. We've got about 8 or 9 clients at the moment who are going through various processes. And then there's also some stuff we need to do for the business. So for example, create a landing page template so it's easy for somebody to complete. So those are 4 ways that I use Trello in 4 slightly different ways. I'm also in a few extra boards, client boards, which can help means that I can kind of pop in and see what my clients are up to. I have a board which is just for me. That's the hashtag Hannah Power one. That's where I just brain dump ideas in. And I haven't done this for a while, but I actually put things into monthly columns. If I think, oh, actually, that's something I want to read this month. So for example, Tony Robbins' Driving Force, Write Up and Understand. I might decide actually that's something I want to do in July. So these are kind of big picture tasks. They're kind of level up tasks, things that I want to do in the future. So create an ebook, for example, or what's my speaker plan going to be, or should I create a karma item for men? So these are all done by business and they're big picture tasks. So that's the kind of 5th way that you can kind of manage your future using Trello rather than having list after list of idea stuff. It just enables me, and I pop in here probably once every couple of weeks and I go, oh, these are things I need to learn. Look, I need to learn how to do this, or here's a content idea, or here's a big picture but not urgent thing I need to look at, getting an Amex for business, and various things like that. So that's what you can use Trello for. So I hope that has been useful. That's 5 different ways you could use a Trello board to manage a project or just to make your life more organised. So let me know if you have any questions, and I really hope that has been helpful and given you some new ideas.